Thank you. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This class is a writing class. My name's Teacher Amy, and you're watching a Verbling class. And actually, you're welcome to participate. I think there are a few free slots today. We're going to be practicing writing stories, so it's a lot of fun. Creative writing gives you a chance to use as much or as little grammar and vocabulary as you like. It also gives you a chance to use your imagination, which is always fun. So do come along in and join us. And I just want to paste quickly some links into the chat box, which you can use to help you if you have a moment. Check them out. There's the Facebook page, which you can use to keep in touch with me or other teachers during the week. And there's the Verbling teacher page, which you can find all the info that you would need about a teacher, including who they are, introductory videos, tutoring slots, upcoming classes, and also the messaging feature in case you have something particular that you want to ask. So do check out those links when you have a moment. Today's topic is storytelling. It's my storytelling themed Friday today. So do come along in and join us if you want to have a go at writing a story. I've got some good story starter sentences, but you're also welcome to just write whatever you like, because I like to have free writing classes. So do come along in, and we're going to say hello to our students. So we'll go from back to front today. We'll start with Simone. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great, Simone. That was a lovely hi, a very cheery one.
Oh, yes, because I like your class.
That's great. Well, it's very nice to have you. How is everything going?
Everything's going well, thanks.
All right. Are you a good writer?
Oh, I have to be, I am a journalist.
Ah, in that case, we're expecting big things from you, Simone. The pressure is on.
Oh, yeah, but in Portuguese and in English, I don't know. I am gonna try.
That's all right. And I think journalism is slightly different to writing stories of a creative nature.
Yes, it is quite different, but I should write good,
You should
no
write
matter what.
well. All right.
Well,
We are hoping for big things from you. I'm excited to read what you write today.
okay.
Welcome. Salvatore, long time no see. How are you?
Hi, Amy. I'm fine, thank you. How about
Good.
you?
I'm great, thank you. How's everything going?
It's everything okay. I'm glad to see you again, teacher.
That's great. It's nice to see you too. And well, today I'm going to read a story that you write, hopefully, Salvatore. So it's going to be good to well, it's going to be good to read all your writing. So welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, Raphael, you always surprise me with your writing. I'm sure today will be no exception.
I don't know, teacher. Let's try.
You try. All right. Yes, I know you try, and you do very well every time. So I'll be looking forward to reading which story you choose today. And Dennis has already promised me that he's going to write something about Pink Unicorn, right, Dennis?
Yeah, that's the deal.
You don't have to. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. You're
No,
welcome to choose any of the stories.
that's a good topic, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I think it is. It could be very creative. Um, all right, welcome. Who else do we have here? We have Andrea or Andrea, possibly.
Uh, Andrea, hi. I am new in this
Andrea.
class.
Well, we love new people, so welcome,
Thank
Andrea. Where are you from?
thank you. I'm from Italy,
All right, excellent. Which part of Italy?
Sicily, the south.
Okay, awesome. Well, welcome to the class. Do you like writing? Do you write in Italian at all? Ever?
I like what? Sorry, I
Do you
understand.
write? Do you like writing?
Ah, um, I guess I don't like so much. I like reading, but I don't write. But I will try today.
All right. That's great. Well, welcome. Nice to meet you, Andrea. And who else do we have here? Alexei? Alexei?
Hello, Anna.
Hello.
The new student in your class, and I'm from Ukraine. from Dresden, and
And well, it's lovely to meet you. How do I say your name? Is it Alexei?
Alex.
Okay. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Alexei, from the Ukraine. Welcome.
Okay.
And also, who else do we have? Renee has just joined us again. Welcome back, Renee.
Thank you, Amy. Hi, everybody.
Are you a good writer, Renee? Do you enjoy writing?
Yes, I'm right now working on freelancer.com. I usually do academic writing.
Okay.
It's part of the job.
Yep. So you have to write quite frequently.
Yes, I have to write in English some essays and some reports.
All right. Well, in that case, we're very privileged to have you in the class. I think we've got a journalist, we've got an academic writer, we've got Raphael. What more could we want? No, I'm only kidding. Okay. So, guys, today's file should be available for you on the Google Drive. That is the icon to the left, which is a triangle in green, yellow, and blue. If you click on that, you should find the file. It's just called Stories. I'm going to just see if I can get a link for you in case that doesn't work, because sometimes it doesn't. You'll have to just let me give you permission, so bear with me as I try to give you permission. And hopefully we can all get into the file. What I just want you to do is to read through the story starter sentences, and if you have any questions about any of the words or you don't understand them, just let me know. But whenever you're ready, you can start writing. You can either type your name into the document and start writing straight there, or you can write somewhere else on your computer, and you can copy and paste it at the end. If you guys could please write below the story starters. So Andrea, if you could type your name below the story starters, please. That would be just means that everybody then can check them out at the top of the page if we need to. I will just find you a link. One moment. If you're not able to access that, I'll give you the link. And
Right.
I'll paste that into the Google chat. So just check out the Google chat, give access. So guys, I'm going to try and give you as long as possible. I think probably about 20 minutes to write, because we do have quite a number of students today. So you've got about 20 minutes to write something. Then we'll spend the rest of the class reading and correcting each other's work. If you do finish, then let me know. We can either go through yours or you can write something else. If we could please all turn our microphones onto mute unless you have a question. It keeps it nice and quiet so that we can all concentrate.
Sorry, could it be a story of every kind of story? Or
Yes, it can be any story you like, Andrea, okay? So choose one of the story starters, and if nothing inspires you, you can use your own idea, like a pink unicorn, or any other idea you like, but be inspired by what you read, okay? You can write whatever you like. It's a sort of free writing today.
okay.
And hi to David, how are you? Are you there, David? No? Maybe you can hear me, but you can't talk. I'm going to paste the link there. David, if you can see the link, it's the files in the Google Drive. So just access that, and I'm going to share the screen with you guys so that you can see what we're all doing. Let me see if I can do that. All right.
I'm sorry, teacher, but it's the first time I'm using Google Drive in this thing. It's kind of. So can you please explain me how to write the story again?
Yep, just a second. Let me just share my screen, and I will.
Okay.
Okay. So you should be able to see here the file. If you can't access it, Oh, it's fiddling itself around. You can see here that there's 8 different sentences, okay?
Okay.
These are what we call story starters. So they're sort of there to inspire you to write something. So you might read the first one and go, when, name of character, John, found the bottle
Okay.
near the shoreline, he felt compelled, look, there's that word again, to read the note which had been tucked inside it. So you might think, okay, what story could I write about somebody finding a bottle at the beach? And inside is a note, and what does it say? And you just make it up, basically. All right?
Okay, and so I can modify the file in Google Drive. So
Yes, you can just type, you guys, if you could just leave, if you would like to use one of the story starters, if you could just copy and paste it and then type your name. So, for example, imagine I
okay.
8, because then other people might want to use the same one, okay?
Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
So there we go. I've done number 8, and then I'm going to write something else. Blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Okay.
Whoops, that one is what we want. Okay. Alright, guys. I will talk to you again in about 15-20 minutes. Okay, about 5 more minutes, everybody. 5 minutes. Okay, everybody, so if you can try and think about finishing off the sentence you're writing or quickly checking through what you've got. And if you would like to go first with your corrections, please just type your name in the chat box, otherwise I'll just go in order of what we've got on the page. Okay. Now, whoever's written about a turtle seems to be still checking, so I'm going to skip down and I'm going to skip past Salvatore, who's still writing, and I'm going to go to Renee. Are you ready, Renee?
Yes, I'm ready.
Brilliant. Okay, let's have a look at your writing. Right, usually I do get you guys to read it, but I don't think we're going to have time today, so I'm just going to go straight in and start having a look at what you've done. So you chose the treehouse. So when the treehouse appeared in his backyard, we can use that as one word, we decided to find out if there was anyone inside. It was my neighbour's treehouse. My wife, could not find any stair. My wife
And I, my wife and I.
My wife and I, so we don't need could not find any stairs. We usually have stairs in the plural, or you can say a staircase.
All right.
And that was very strange. Who would build a treehouse without stairs or without a staircase? There we go. Can use both of them, get a bit more variety. Treehouse can be one word, just like backyard, okay?
Okay.
We had no options. We had no option. We started to climb the tree, thinking that it was a time waste because it should be more, because it was a waste of time. A waste of time. You can also say somebody is a time waster, but because we've got it, you need to say it was a waste of time. Because it should be more than clear that nobody was inside. Alright, because we started and everything's in the past, really we need to put it should have been, because one further step, right? You're thinking that it should be clear, and then you start climbing the staircase. So this needs to be one step further back into the past. It should have been more than clear that nobody was inside. More than clear? More than... Yeah, okay, we'll leave that. But we were surprised. There were many toys all over the treehouse floor. It was terrifying. A ghostly child. Neither my neighbours nor us have children. Ooh, this is a bit scary, Renee.
Yeah, a little.
How did those toys get there? Because did is already in the past, so get needs to be...
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah, how did those toys get there? Very nice sentence. Very good English, natural sounding sentence. The first thing we imagined, because we need a noun, right? The first thing we imagined was someone trying to play a joke. We play a joke on somebody. Very bad joke indeed. But nobody's name came to my mind. What it did remind me of, to remind you of something, what it did remind me of very well, or maybe remind me of a lot, I think is what you mean. That's the horror movie that I saw last night, Annabelle! I almost fell out of the treehouse.
Okay, we almost.
Because of the fear. Oh my goodness, Renee, that was a little bit scary.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm coping. Really nice English, well done. Some key things to remember: to play a joke on somebody, something's a waste of time. Just your verb tenses were really, really good. Just one mistake there, and you've used some really nice phrasal verbs. So really good writing, well done.
Thank you.
A nice idea, I must say. All right, thanks, Renee. That was a great start. Let's read Alexei. Are you ready, Alexei?
Yes, I am ready.
Perfect. All right. Okay, so when we need an, or perhaps the. Okay, it doesn't matter, but we definitely need an article there. Have found, or when the old man found the bottle, not have found, okay? He felt compelled to read a note which had been tucked inside it. Okay, this is a good choice, this one. He was very upset about. Be upset about something. about what he read in this bottle. Very nice. It was a long, sad story. Don't forget a comma if you've got two adjectives together. About a voyage. In English, we have to use these articles all the time. So if it's the first time that you mention something, then you can use the indefinite article, that's a or an. And then if we know who you're talking about, use the, okay?
Okay, it's clear.
After reading this story, the old man, perfect, decided to help these people and rescue them from or the desert island. Oh my goodness. So it's a letter from people who are stranded on a desert island. Actually, he did, because we've got to have the past, okay? He did not know, or he didn't know, where these people could be. Great, because you don't know, so you've used the conditional there. He called his friend, don't forget past tense, who worked on TV. Oh my goodness, to be continued. Right, Alexei? Da, da, da.
Yes, of course.
All right, really, really nice. You've used some great little sentences like where these people could be, or he was very upset about what he read. That's really nice English. Just be careful about your articles, okay?
Okay, okay.
Thank you. Great choice. Okay, we're not going to read my one. I didn't write anything. So we're going to go to Andrea. Andrea, are you ready?
Yes, I was finishing the story, but it's okay.
All right. Well, we'll have to do to be continued with you as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you've written about the treehouse as well. Okay. I'm interested to see how yours differs. So let's find out. When the treehouse appeared in his backyard, Paul decided to find out if there was anyone inside. He tried to get in, but the little wooden door was locked from the inside, so he tried to think of a better idea. He went down the stairs, and while he was walking around the tree, so your tree does have stairs, he figured out a little window. He found, I think. To figure out really means that you're thinking of something.
Okay.
So he found.
Is that the same? Is that the same? Found out?
No. To find out is to find information or something intangible. If you find something tangible, usually it's found. Okay.
Okay.
He found a little window in the back wall of the house. That's good, he thought. So he tried to get near it, because if you use come, it's like you're in the story, but really you're not, because you're describing it. So he tried to get near it. And he climbed a tree to discover the inside of the house. I would say to investigate or something like that, because to discover is usually something that you're not expecting, but this he knows he's going to do it, okay?
Okay.
Investigate the inside of the house, and he found a homeless person. We need a noun. You have to say a homeless, right? So man, woman, person, whatever, child. He was so impressed that he fell down on the floor. Impressed? I don't know if the right word, Andrea. Maybe he was so surprised?
Surprised, yes, maybe.
Or shocked or something. Impressed means that you're surprised, but it's something really, really good. I don't know whether this is really, really good. Maybe.
Okay.
So maybe surprised, that's sort of neutral. That he fell down on the floor. The noise was so loud that the homeless man or person woke up. He went down to help the painful help.
I was finishing, but that's okay.
It was in pain.
Okay.
Can't say that somebody is painful because that means like they're making you feel in pain. So he's in pain, okay?
Okay.
But oh my gosh, this is a big to be continued. The only all right, Andrea.
Thank you.
Some really good writing. You've used some really natural sounding English, so I'm really impressed with this, Andrea. Such as he tried to get in, the door was locked from the inside, he tried to think of a better idea, Sounds awesome. So just a couple of really little mistakes with some prepositions and just maybe the verb choice or choice of words, okay?
Okay.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, Dennis, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I can't wait to read about your unicorn. Okay, do you care to ride my pink invisible unicorn? Yes, I do. Look at this creature. It's amazing. The unicorn is usually said to be a horse with a large pointy with a Y. What's this word, Dennis? Spiraling?
Spiraling. It's a
Spiraling.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, spiraling.
Spiraling. Large pointy spiraling horn coming out of its forehead. Back in the day of world creation, they were quite numerous and ubiquitous. Actually, you could find them anywhere. Yeah, we'll keep that. It was considered to be a good sign to meet one and rub his horn for good luck. Gosh. Full stop, I think. Also, unicorns are immortal, divine creatures. They are beings of great spiritual power. Dennis, this is awesome. We know this because they're capable of being invisible and pink at the same time. Nobody knows how most of them left our world, but nowadays they're incredibly rare. Yes, they are. I've never seen one except in your picture. If you happen to encounter one of them, you are very lucky. Many people don't even believe in their existence. Dennis, this is superb so far. Actually, there is the holy religion of the invisible pink unicorn. Is that called HIP for short? Oh no, HPU religion?
Okay.
IP.
Yeah, it sounds nice. Yeah. I like it.
So you just have to believe because it was not proven or it was not proven nor maybe better to say neither proven nor refuted because it's like yeah.
That sounds much better. Thank you.
There is not enough evidence. Is there any evidence? It's based both upon both logic and faith. We have faith that it usually, because there must be males and females, otherwise how would they reproduce, right?
Yeah.
And we logically know that it is invisible.
Conception.
Oh, okay. This is getting better and better because we can't see. Okay, but you can stick with her. It's up to you. It is known that horses originated from unicorns, of course. Unicorns are well known for their ability to reduce stress. They work as uninvasive antidepressants. Just use this beast if you feel stressed out, tired, or powerless. Oh my goodness. For example, you were learning English and you're at your wit's end. At your wit's end.
Okay.
If you were learning
I just thought it was.
Sorry?
I just thought I could use it at the end of your wits. Probably I was wrong. Okay.
Usually we say at your wit's end. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thanks.
Then you should take a ride, and maybe it will take you to the Wonderland where you will be able to relax. Okay, this sounds amazing. How about if you're teaching English and you're at your wit's end? Does it still work?
Teaching English.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it will help you a lot if you need any help.
Perfect. Okay, Dennis, thank you for writing this for me. It's very entertaining. Your English is absolutely superb. So you had very, very few mistakes. All I really adjusted was at your wit's end, and just something to sound a little bit more impactful. Okay, but really good. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
Can you please explain me what you mean by at your wit's end? I don't know this word.
Yes. How about you explain it, Dennis?
It's you can find a solution when you can't find the way to solve the problem. For example, if you stop your progress in English and you can't wait to improve your English anymore, if you have some difficult situation, that's how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, that's correct. Do you understand that, Andrea?
Yes, it's right. Solving problems. Okay.
Yeah, it means that you're absolutely at a loss. You can't think of anything else to do. You're absolutely stuck. You've run out of ideas, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dennis. All right, it's Simone's turn. Are you ready, Simone?
Oh, after Dennis? Oh my gosh, I'm not sure.
I know, it is a hard act to follow, but I have faith in you, Simone. You're a journalist.
Thank you. But in English, I'm not so good, but okay.
All right, well, I'm sure it'll be entertaining. Let's have a read. So, you chose the one about entertainers. Great. Okay, although the two men appeared to be public entertainers, the fact that they avoided having their picture taken aroused my suspicious nature. From that moment, I decided to pay attention to their steps. To pay attention to something, okay?
Okay.
And there is never there. Okay. Theirs is when you're talking about, it's theirs. Whose is it? It's theirs. But because we're talking about their steps, we don't need an S, okay?
Okay.
All right. If you need me to explain that further, I'll go back to it at the end. As they were working with children, we couldn't put the security of our kids in dangerous hands. Ooh. I don't know why I'm always so negative and think the worst about people, but the point is, they are odd. And I'm not talking only about their excuses to not to take pictures, I think, or not to have pictures taken, because it was the fact that they didn't want to be taken, they didn't want to have their own pictures taken, right?
Okay. Pictures of them, not they are taking pictures.
Yes, because that means that they're doing the action, but it was actually them receiving the action of having their picture taken, okay?
Yeah.
There is something else. They don't look in our eyes when we are speaking. Uh-oh. During 1 week, for 1 week, because you're explaining a length of time, okay?
Okay.
I followed them everywhere, but I couldn't find out anything. Nice use of find out, that's perfect. They seemed quite normal to me. I was almost giving up. What we would usually say, Simone, is I had almost given up. We don't usually use it in the continuous, because to give something up is not something that you can do for a long time, right? You just give it up and that's it, you've given it. So I had almost given up, and assuming how stupid I was, and was thinking, okay, I'd almost given up and was thinking how stupid I was is better. Assuming is like something that you're not sure about, but because it's you, then you can't really assume, because you can't assume something about yourself, really, because you are. Okay? When something happened, I can't wait to read this. The oldest of them was picking up 2 big men, not 4, just picking them up, okay? 2 big men, very well dressed in their black suits, wearing that kind of, those kind of, because it's plural, enigmatic sunglasses. Of course I followed them, and I was very surprised, I think is what you mean.
Yes.
When I saw what I saw. Nice. I could have thought everything, but I could have thought everything but that. Usually would have thought.
Okay.
Anything but that, okay? Usually we use it with the word anything rather than everything. Anything but that, okay?
Okay.
The suspicious guy that I thought to be so dangerous, or I thought was so dangerous, was the president's son. Yes, the son of my country's president, and I didn't know that he usually does voluntary work and loves looking after poor children. In the end, you don't really need of this situation. In the end is quite a nice way to finish.
Okay.
In the end, I learned a precious lesson. Before thinking?
Thinking?
Yeah. Because you've got to use it as the subject, right? So it's like a noun. Well, before thinking bad things, you don't need in.
Okay.
Why don't give people in the world why don't I or you need a subject, but you can choose which one. Give people and the world a chance and believe in kindness and love. Ah, Simone, I love it.
Thank
Right.
you.
The really great thing about your writing is that you have used some really complicated sentences, which makes it very interesting to read. So the mistakes that I've corrected are basically just because the grammar is very complicated. Just have a careful look at it, okay? Do you understand all of the corrections I made?
Yes. Yes, I did. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Oops, let's just put prized spelling. All right, thank you, Simone. Really nice writing. Okay, Raphael, are you ready?
Okay.
Although the two men appear to be public entertainers, the fact that they avoided having a picture taken aroused my suspicious nature. All right, so we're going to compare this one to Simone's. What different ideas did you guys have? They started talking... Don't worry, Simone. They started talking to each other in a strange dialect which no one else could have understood. When the host invited them to go up on the stage... Hold on a second, Raphael. When did they speak this strange dialect? I think what you need here is a comma. Because if you start your sentence with, when the host invited them to go up to the stage... Oh, okay, you've changed it there. Very good. We'll put that back to how it was. Everyone in the crowd was astonished and curious at the same time. What are these men willing to do? They were wearing red tuxedos, yellow shoes, striped ties, a flower stamped on the pocket, their hair full of gel. When suddenly someone in the crowd yelled, "Other clowns?" other questions started to come up. Magicians? Where's the bunny or the hat? Will they perform a movie character? Will they perform as a movie character? Because you can't actually perform the character. You can perform as a character or something with a character. A country song? Maybe they're just hicks trying to find a way out of the bathroom. Someone stated, they don't seem to be artists to me. An old lady with a fancy and gruesome hat complained next to me. When some boos were starting to show up, I would say here, Raphael, when people started booing. It doesn't sound quite right to say booing showing up because it's something that people are actually doing. It's not just random. The host began the countdown. Everybody got frantic and curious to see what would happen next. The countdown started, the presentation was about to begin, and the excitement, anxiousness, and curiosity took over. We just took over. Our hearts were almost popping out of our mouths. The host announced, "Is that what you're waiting for so long?" Waiting for so long. The crowd had become... I think that the crowd was. The crowd was speechless. Here they come. Here they come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, Raphael, the suspense you're leaving us in. Just give us an idea. Do you have an idea of what happens next, or are you just leaving it to us?
Oh my God.
Yes, it's up to you.
Leaving it to us. To be continued. Oh. All right. Really nice English. Just a couple of little things just to sort of change the feeling, make it sound a little bit more natural, okay? But superb writing. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. So who are we going to? We've got to go back to the top of the page, I think. And we've got Ismail and Salvatore. All right, Ismail, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you're doing the turtle. Excellent. I hope someone would do this. When I spotted a turtle wandering through my backyard, I realized he was no ordinary turtle. He wasn't a ninja turtle, was he? He had some guns and swords hanging around his body and wore an eye band around his head. He was a ninja turtle! I couldn't give an explanation to all of this, or I couldn't give an explanation for all of these things because it's plural, okay?
Yes.
I tried to walk close to him and asked, "What do you want from me?" Don't forget, if it's a question, we need a question mark. Usually we do that. He told me, if you use that, you're going to use indirect speech, okay? So you need to say, he told me that his son was his close friend, but because you've got speech marks, you leave that out and just put, he told me my son was his close friend and he called him, and that's why he was in my backyard or at my house. And then you need to close the speech marks. My heart rate went up and a heat wave started to move around my body. How could this be true? I remembered that my son had watched lately, because you're going further back into the past before the time that we're talking about now, okay?
Yes.
Had watched many Ninja Turtle movies lately. And he got me to buy every plastic character of them. I would say all. Every plastic character of them there was to buy, say, because then it just makes it a little bit more, it gives more emphasis to it. My son was always playing with his Ninja Turtle character toys and asking me many questions. Why, where, how? I tried to explain to him, with patience, that they were not true, that they were not real, perhaps. Real means like you're not alive. True means like truth or lie sort of thing, so it's a little bit different. They're dream characters, and maybe you should say but, because you're contrasting. But he never believed me, rather than always didn't, okay? Because always didn't means never. He always said that one day they were coming to save. They would come. One day they would come, because it's sort of like an imaginary possibility. So we need to use the conditional to save our world from bad people like Shredder. I think it's Shredder, isn't it? I might be wrong there. Maybe it was the time now. I called my son and he came reluctantly, not irreluctantly, but reluctantly, to the backyard. And if he saw the Ninja Turtle in front of him, he couldn't believe his eyes. He yelled to me, "Look at that, Dad!" I think we need an exclamation mark here, Ismail. I told you! Ha 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 ha. The Ninja Turtle has come to us to help me. I was shocked. I couldn't say anything, and I woke up with the irritated yelling of my spouse. It was too late for me to drive to work. So was it a dream, Ismail?
Yes.
Oh, how disappointing. I was hoping that, Ninja Turtles were real. We could have the Ninja Turtle religion as well as the unicorn religion. Ismail, that was some really nice writing. Just be careful of your verb tenses, okay? If you write a story in the past, then anything that happens before the time that you're talking about has to go one step further back into the past, okay? So, had watched, alright?
Yes.
Do you understand all of your corrections?
Yes.
Brilliant. Alright, Ismail, well done. Alright, Salvatore, are you ready?
Yes, Amy.
Brilliant.
I tried to write. I tried.
Okay, so another treehouse inspired person, and this time we have Tom. I wonder if we have stairs. So when the treehouse appeared, Tom decided to find out if there was anyone in sight. My wife and I got down. Is that what you mean, Salvatore? My wife and I?
I don't know, teacher, because I found this sentence in the paragraph.
Well, that's really stupid, isn't it? I think it's supposed to be an I.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you wrote it in the sentence. Then when you copy and paste it, it was reading.
No problem. Don't worry, Renee, it's fine. So my wife and I got down. At the beginning, we were scared to be scared of something. Of this, okay? We were scared of this. But then we started to explore the area with Tom. It couldn't be a joke because the tree wasn't there before. Whoopsie. Wasn't there before. How could it be possible? How could it be possible? Who? We don't need did. We just need who. Who put the tree in the backyard? Good question. Tom got inside the treehouse and he saw two aliens. That they were two aliens who were sleeping. Because they're aliens, don't know whether you'd say people, but they're beings, so we use who. And then sleeping has two E's. When my wife arrived, when my wife and I arrived to see what there was, we started to scream all together. So the aliens woke up and they wanted to speak with us, but we were scared. And started to run to ask for help. The aliens ran very fast. Speed is the noun describing how fast something is, okay? So adjective is fast, or adverb. The aliens ran very fast and they took us. They spoke and said that they didn't want to kill anyone. They spoke a perfect English. Oh, that's handy. They spoke perfect English and said that they came to the Earth because they like this planet. Good. They have good taste, obviously. We were happy about this, to be happy about something. And then we drank a coffee with the aliens. Do they like coffee then?
Yes.
Salvatore. After that, we played football with the aliens. Okay, a match. A humans versus aliens match. But incredibly, we lost. How could you have lost? They've probably never played football before. The aliens were good football players. Then they came back. Then they went back.
Went back.
Come is used when the direction is towards you, and go is used when the direction is away from you. So the aliens are going away from you, therefore you need to use went, okay?
Okay.
Salvatore, that was very entertaining. I really liked the fact that the aliens liked coffee and played football. That was awesome.
I made a lot of mistakes, teacher.
Your mistakes, you made a few mistakes, Salvatore, but they were all mostly to do with verbs, okay? And a couple of prepositions. Prepositions with these things are very difficult, so don't feel bad about it. Just take a look at your mistakes and see if you can maybe think about learning a few of them. So to ask somebody for help, okay? When you're traveling and you need a preposition, usually it's to, because you've got it shows sort of movement, okay? Came to the Earth, went back to their planet. All right?
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
All right. I think we've done everybody. Have I missed anybody out? No, I don't think so. All right, that's excellent. Thanks, guys, for staying. I'm sorry that we ran over. I just didn't want to miss out on Salvatore's there. So, really good writing today. I'm very impressed with your stories. Just don't forget to have a look at your corrections. If there's something that you think, I'm not sure what Amy meant by that, do feel free to write me a message via the messaging feature, and I'll get back to you with an explanation. Other than that, take care, have a really good weekend, and I will see you guys next week.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.